Thank you very much for your educational speech. The topic of your project was the non-technical audience. And I think half of us are technical and half of us are not. But I think you did a fantastic job. You had to explain complicated social networking software to us, and you didn't use any jargon. You mentioned web services or HTML or HTTP, not even once. So good job. But because you're an advanced speaker, I'm going to cut through all of the niceness, which I don't usually do for anyone else. And I'm going to just give you some things that you can work on. I would have liked for you to have added some information on what did employers do before LinkedIn. You did mention a little bit. You said they used to just look at the resumes and now they use statistical databases. But I would have loved to hear more about that and how they rely on LinkedIn. And I would have liked to hear some studies. You have some research that shows 45% of HR departments now use LinkedIn, or hiring managers rely on LinkedIn. Just some more research would have helped us understand the trend. And really, I think that you spent a lot of time trying to convince us that we need to work on our resumes and work on our career, which is great, but it wasn't just specifically about LinkedIn. If you could have set that fear in us, this percentage of hiring managers are now using LinkedIn, are you being left out? What are they looking for when they're on LinkedIn? They're looking for that go-to person. We talked about that, but some research would have really helped. I loved your story about how you met the lady in the hallway and you knew about her interest in Toastmasters and how you were able to make that connection. I really liked that story. That was very powerful. And if you had more examples, maybe some person that was just working in a mailroom, right? And then they were on LinkedIn talking about how to run a company, right? And then all of a sudden they became the CEO. Like pretty much how to succeed in business without really trying.
There you go, exactly.
Exactly. More stories like that would have really turned us into LinkedIn aficionados. So I think you could have brought in research and more examples. Another thing you do, which is, I noticed that I do a lot, is you don't pause. And it ends up being 10 to 12 minutes of constant being banged with verbal abuse, verbal assault.
Abuse it was. You better file with HR.
I guess so.
And I feel like if you just took a little bit of time to relax, we also would feel a little bit less stressed out by the end. And those are the comments that I had, but I would like to know, is everyone going to take action? I want to know the response because that was one of the questions. How many of you during the speech decided I'm going to go and get on my LinkedIn and spend 10 minutes a week or 5 minutes a week updating it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's pretty good. I think that's a pretty good. Now, how many of you are really actually going to, how many of you thought of it, but how many are really going to do it? Really? Like, have you thought of when you're going to do it?
Somebody just posted something on my LinkedIn today, so I'm like, I gotta go on.
All right. Good. So I think that means that you were successful, Dr. Jim.
Excellent.
Even though you didn't pause enough. I'm going to turn over to the
And you
evaluator,
tortured us.
even though I'm not sure if my time is up. So.